let's talk about how and where you place your hands on the putter grip. If you saw a video earlier, you saw that where I placed my hands on the club, I had my 5-iron. True through driver, true through putter. Wherever I assume my grip is where my hips are going to go. And your hips are going to dictate where the path of the club is going to start and where it's going to go through the hitting zone, through impact. So, if I get in my full setup here with my putter, get a good grip, and again, I always check my grip in this vertical position that you learned in, there's a video of me on the balance mat doing this, and another video here on the range. Add my knee flex, you can see how square my hips stay, okay? When I go into my setup, my path, I can see lines beautifully now, and my path is true, is going to stay square to that line the longest. If, on the other hand, I come in to get set with my putter, and notice where my hips are. My right foot is about 7 to 10 inches behind my left. My hips are closed. I get my hands on the club here. Left hand goes on, my hips start to square up. As soon as my right hand's on, I'm not trying to square my hips, they're just going into a very square position right now. So I get set now, I step into my setup, ground the club, and now my hips have rotated well right. My path is going to track my center of force and my hip line, which are one and the same here now. My weight is toward the heel of my right foot and toward the toes of my left. And my path is going to track inside out from here. That's simply based upon where I place my hands on the club. If I go to this side, let's say I'm ready to putt, I'm ready to step into my putt. I've got my left foot now is about 5-6 inches behind my right. My right foot's angled a little bit open as well. I get my grip, and my hand, now my hips square to my toe line. Relative, they look a little open to you, I'm sure, but they're square to my toe line. In fact, if I rotate my toes this way, you'll notice how my hips even go further open. I'll show you that again and I'll get square, so you'll see everything square up. So I'm going to add my right hand, my good grip here, my left hand, my hips just squared up, add my knee flex. My hips are very square. And I would believe now that when I go into my setup, that I'm going to have I have a great grip, and that line's going to be, my path is going to be right down my target line. However, when I grip the club, my left foot was back in an open stance, so I get set here in my setup. Now my hips are wide open, my path is going to track outside in. I'm cutting across the ball, and I'm not going to be square to my target line at all. I'm going to be wondering, why am I missing putts? Why am I streaking? If you've changed your grip, you have your stance width, we've given you your ball position that you should be aimed at a toothpick if you've practiced it between 5 and 10 feet. That's how true this will get you, if your grip is good. But if you're gripping in a routine where your hips are open or closed, when you place your hands on the club, you're not going to find it. Putter through driver. The lesson here is, assume your full setup, assume your full stance to your ball, then grip your club. You can check your grip here. I go into my setup, and here I am. I'm true to the line once again, because I've gripped the putter with the hip orientation that I want, parallel to my target line. My center of force is absolutely centered in both feet. My path is going to remain true to that line, square, for the longest period of time. So, again, make sure when you place your hands on the club, your hips are parallel to your target line.